All right, this video is going to be on our economic systems from our book here. The different types of economic systems. We're going to talk about the command system, a traditional system, and a mixed system. Again, there's three questions in economics that each country must face. What goods and services to produce in their country, how should these goods and services be produced, and for whom will these goods and services be produced. So the type of system we're going to talk about first is going to be the command system. This is where the government holds most property rights. The government would own and manage most natural and capital resources. And the government officials prepare detailed plans of how the economy should function. So when you think about this type of system, you're pretty much going to be thinking about a communism type of government controlling this economic system where they're in control of everything. They are going to be holding the property rights. They're going to be telling the businesses what to do. They're going to be managing all these different things. They're going to have a detailed plan. They're going to have a 5-year plan of how the economy is going to function, or they're going to have a 3-year plan in a command system. Second one we talked about is a traditional system. They're going to rely on traditions and customs to make their economic choices. Long established customs determine the economic decisions. Example of this one, I guess, would be your maybe a third world countries, maybe even your Aborigines. Advantage to this one, you know what you're going to do in life. You know, if your father was a fisherman, you're going to be a fisherman. If your mother was a pot maker, you're going to be a pot maker. All as examples here. So you know what you're going to do. There's no questions as to what that's going to be. Disadvantage, though, obviously, is you're not going to make much money, if any money, and you're doing the same job, maybe not even an interest to you. A market economy, which is also what we call capitalism. Again, market is a voluntary exchange of goods and services between buyers and sellers. In a market economy, decisions are made by individuals looking out for their family's own self-interests. So again, we're going to be looking out for our own self-interest, whether or not that's what I go buy, or even what job I'm going to do. A mixed economy is going to combine the basic elements of a pure market economy and a command economy. The United States is a great example of this. This is, where we have that market economy where we are free to pick and choose what we want to do in life, what we want to buy in life. But the government is involved in our economy a little bit by taxes and by interest rates. And our government does own some property. When they talk about maybe campgrounds or national parks, the government does manage these things as well. So they do have a little bit of say in our economy, especially with taxes and with the interest rates as well. The circular flow, so we're going to talk about now, this is going to be the circular flow of money and goods within a community or within a country, basically. And the picture I have here for you is basically of bread. So you notice that down here is our natural resource. Okay, so at the bottom of your picture should be your natural resource. This is obviously wheat. Okay, so the wheat gets harvested. It gets shipped up to the Wonder, in this example, the Wonder factory, where it's processed into bread. That bread is then shipped to Hy-Vee, maybe Walmart, Fairway, whatever you want to say, Hy-Vee for to be sold, and then your house. Obviously, the bread goes to your house here as well. Okay, so that's the orange arrows. That's the product being moved. The green arrows is the money. Okay, so think about it very simplistically in a very, maybe community like ours. Okay, the farmer is going to harvest the wheat. Okay, so it's going to pay the worker here for harvesting the wheat. The worker that the house is going to pay Hy-Vee for the bread. Hy-Vee then also has to pay the factory that is processing the bread to get the completed product. And then the processing plant has to pay the farmer for the wheat. Very simple thing. So that is something else I want you to do for the next day, is to draw your own circular flow model here with a product of your choosing. Again, it could be food. Maybe it's milk. Maybe it's steak. Maybe it's clothing. Maybe it's shoes. But you choose to have something else, and you need to put the natural resource down here, and then follow this example as you go. Make some nice pictures. Put some little time into it, and then send that to me.